that's not. Alright, am I good? I believe I am. Aha, there we go. Do. And here we go, back into the fray. So, I'm taking a. I'm gonna go back to the GameCube version of the game at another day. It is so dark. What the heck? Alright, there we go. Okay. So, I'm gonna go back to the GameCube version of the game at another point. But, it's been a while, and I wanted to do something that was going to be a lot of fun, and this oh, what the heck? Why do I not have the okay? But if you've been around long enough, you know that I played this particular version of the game in the past. But things are going to be very different this time around because I have debug cheats activated, and I have the game running at a higher resolution than it initially supports, and I'm just going to be able to show off a lot of other content that ordinarily I wouldn't get to. So that said, I'm just going to send a couple more links out and we'll get started. Hello. Oh, what the? I was getting feedback from my phone. Whoops. Oh, whoops. That was the wrong thing. Okay. Alright, so that's the wrong thing. There we go. That's Streamlabs. Okay, so in case you've forgotten, this particular game is it's a game that locks my mouse into it. I can't click out of the game without exiting the game completely. So I might be a little slow to chat. I do have obviously my Streamlabs open on my other monitor, and I do have the stream open on my phone, but I won't be able to send any text replies or anything. At least not as quick as I ordinarily would. Can you hear me okay? Is my headset coming through all right? Okay. Alright. Pull that aside. And boom. Anything at all? I'll just check just to make sure. Okay. There we go. Well, in that case, I'm going to start the game off. Yes, I want to replace this game. This was actually... Ignore the lines of code that you see up top. That's just the debug feedback.
Harry Potter lived at number 4 Privet Drive with his horrible uncle and aunt and their hateful son Dudley.
If you remember, last time the trees were all screwed up. That's been fixed.
Because he wasn't allowed to use magic when he was away from school.
And Harry's glasses just had a big block in front of them. That has also been fixed, as you can see.
Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts. If Harry Potter goes back to Hogwarts, he will be in mortal danger.
I know the text is super small and it'll be hard to read.
Shortly after, Harry's best friend Ron Weasley and his brothers Fred and George arrived in a flying Ford Anglia to rescue Harry from his prison. They flew him to their home, the Burrow, where Harry spent the rest of the summer before travelling by Floo Powder to Diagon Alley. Harry met up with Ron's sister Ginny and went with her to Flourish and Blotts, where the famous wizard author Gilderoy Lockhart was signing his latest book.
Great Scott, is that? No, surely not. It is. It's Harry Potter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect moment for me to make an important announcement. I have great pleasure in announcing that I will be taking up the post of Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher at Hogwarts.
Ah. Bet you loved that, didn't you, Potter? Famous Harry Potter. Can't even go into a bookshop without making the front page.
Leave him alone. He didn't want all that.
Potter, you've got yourself a girlfriend.
I suppose your parents will go hungry for a month to pay for all the books you're going to need at Hogwarts. It's the least I can do to help out the poor and needy.
That's not at all, I don't know, upsetting.
Harry, we've missed the train. The Hogwarts Express left 5 minutes ago. Oh no, what are we going to do?
Well,
There's just...
I know that Dad took the flying car to work this morning. It's parked in Charing Cross Road.
Look at that, we can just see...
School on time.
We can just see that it's just bricks.
Be sure to check that no one was watching. Ron and Harry took off in the old Ford Anglia.
Now all we've got to worry about are airplanes.
You can actually debug into this map. Ow, my ears. But this was originally going to be a playable level at one point,
Come on!
which I think is very interesting. It's kind of disappointing that we didn't get that, but...
Stop! 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 Ron! Ron, where are you? Over here, Harry! The Whomping Willow's got me! Don't worry, Ron. I'll come and get you. Just hold on. I can't do anything else. Hurry up, Harry.
Well, but you see the bit of code there. That's gonna be there throughout the entirety of these streams. That's just the debug feedback. So, you'll be able to either just get used to it or just ignore it. But But, so, a couple things. Since I have the, here's just some, info about the trial and error that was required to get this operating fully in widescreen. I had to install a completely different patch just to get it to to support any remote kind of HD resolution. And when I did that, it messed with the game's field of view. And so the resolution increased, but it was super zoomed in. So I had to make a different tweak to fix that. And then after that, what I had to do was I had to install a different patch for the menu because that didn't fix the menu, and it was so zoomed in that like I couldn't even click anything. So if I pause the game, it'll be in 4:3, but you'll still see this bit of the game here. There's nothing that I can do about that, but I mean, hey, I'd rather have this than a menu where I can't click on things. I'd rather have this, so, so that's a thing. But, if I press F9, then what that will do is, that's a different key, but, pressing F9 unlocks all of the spells at once. I believe. It's either F9 or F6. They do different things. But, just check. Okay. Why do I have so many things here? I have way too much stuff. Okay. What? Ah!
I can open chests with the Alahamora spell.
To cast a spell, press and hold the left mouse button.
To climb over low walls, I just have to walk into them.
So, something that I found out
As a target.
relatively recently is that if you're using debug mode, you can actually go into the skybox. And when you go into the skybox or you throw something into the skybox, it'll appear in the background. So if I were to travel into the skybox and I looked up, I would just see like this giant Harry in the sky. So that's pretty ridiculous. But pressing delete triggers debug. You can go back and and look at Harry himself. Hello? Hello? But if I want to go down here, I dropped into the skybox, I jumped, and then I look in the sky and there's just this giant Harry. There's just this gigantic Harry in the sky, and it's terrifying. Oh jeez. So, that's a thing. Okay, so I came from this way, right? There's actually 2 versions of this same map that are loaded in at the exact same time, so it's, okay. So, yeah, that can throw me off. Hi, Sim! You, you just missed, I was just explaining, a couple of things about how this worked. The opening cutscene was fixed, just from, if you remember in the past, there were some issues with it. But, I was just explaining kind of how I got everything working. And I showed one of the, neat aspects of debug mode.
They also taste delicious.
Alohomora can open up magically locked objects such as chests and secret doors.
But, here's one of the biggest perks of debug mode. I have the sword! And it destroys everything, including people. Oh, whoop, that's the wrong thing. No, it wasn't debug that fixed that. I actually had to go into the I had to go into the game's files separately and input a specific command. But
Good job, Harry. Now, see if you can cast Flipendo on this branch to get it off me. I think I see a sensitive spot right there. Flipendo! Thanks, Harry. Much appreciated.
But yeah, I'm currently playing the game in...
No!
Well,
Come back!
it doesn't want to.
My dad won't be happy that I lost his flying car. Anyway, we better get a move on. We don't want Professor Snape catching us out so late.
But I have the game operating in HD, which it wasn't last time. And to get the game running in HD, I actually had to put in a number of different commands and patches.
Not only does Lumos cast light, it
And
also reveals magical
because
events.
the thing is that when you initially try to force on a resolution that the game wasn't designed for, the field of view will get screwed up. So I had it operating in HD, but it was super zoomed in. Super zoomed in. And I couldn't really see anything. And if I opened the menu, I couldn't do anything. And you can adjusting the field of view will fix the game, but it will not fix the menu. So in order to fix the menu, I had to download a separate patch, and that has it operating in 4x3, So part of the game is still visible. But I would rather have this than an entire... than a menu that I can't see at all. I would rather have that, so... Stop
To jump,
grunting.
run to the ledge and press the right mouse button. Try collecting.
Okay. But, I showed this off just before you got onto the stream. But you can go into the skybox. And when you do that, and you come out, there's just a giant Harry in the background. And it's so terrifying when you have, like, a spider spawned in or something else. Like, it's so terrifying. And you can, like, throw gnomes in it, and, like, they'll just be running around, and you'll just see a giant one just in the sky. And,
Cast Flipendo to push the block towards me, and then use it to jump to this ledge.
come here, Froggy. But, what the... Okay. But I don't actually
Harry,
need...
You need to get onto this ledge over here.
I don't actually need to... What the... I don't actually need to use that block, because I have debug mode. Whip! Just teleport over there. So that's a nice quirk. Okay. Hello.
You can cast Flipendo to push buttons and switches, Harry. Flipendo!
Whee!
Hurry up, Harry! Every second counts.
Well, screw you. Alright. That's cool. But,
This is a bronze wizard card. There are 50 of these scattered throughout Hogwarts. Each time you collect 10 more of these cards, you're given a permanent stamina increase. Pressing the escape key will allow you to access the Folio Magi and look at the wizard cards you've collected thus far.
so there's another quirk about, the sword mode command. And that's that it triggers multiple spells at once. And if I just fling a fireball at the wall, it'll activate those it'll activate the armors, but I don't want to hit them directly, because if I do that, then they'll get destroyed. So that's a neat feature. But if I wanted to, you know, I could throw a fireball directly at the gargoyle here and the torch, and they would just vanish. But this would be the end of the level, but there's actually a second version of the map loaded in at the same time. And if I want to travel to that, it has pretty much the exact same stuff, but you know, there's still some unlockables over here, or some secrets and whatnot.
Those are Bertie bots every flavour
So-
beans. I should collect as many as I can.
To climb over
They'll
low
come in
walls,
handy
I
later.
just have to
So-
walk into them.
This is not something you would encounter just normally playing the game. Mm-hmm. whole other version of the map.
I bet I can pass for Plendo on that luggage to push it to that ledge.
Fast forward to here.
Laura can open up magically locked objects such as chests and secret doors.
So, bonus beans. Can't go wrong with bonus beans. Alright. But if you keep going, you'll get back to the main map eventually. So that's a neat quirk of debug mode. You get to see a lot of stuff you couldn't normally. If I were to pass through here, I would instantly trigger, you know, a cutscene, or I would instantly change maps. Exit the level, but with debug mode you can just see what it looks like. And now we're in a, you know, like a completely different map. And something that I learned this year actually is that the night map and the day map are technically two completely different maps. Going out of bounds here. There's Hagrid's hut. But, if you want to travel over here, you can actually see the models of Dumbledore, Lucius Malfoy, and Hagrid. Because this is the map, because they all appear in this map for a cutscene. And on top of that, you can actually go into Hagrid's hut, which you can't do without debug mode. Whee! And here's the path to the Forbidden Forest. It just leads to a blocked wall. Yeah, it's the same version of it from
The rain has stopped.
Philosopher's
At least
Stone.
we'll be dry when we get expelled. Come on, we'd better get up to the school.
Look at all the stars.
I can get you a closer look at the stars, Harry. Voila! That sounds about right, doesn't it? I see nothing wrong with this. I see nothing wrong with that. Alright, so pressing F6 will instantly refill all of your health. Whereas
Didn't get lost.
pressing F9 will unlock all the spells at once. So you know how there's a bunch of different locations where you go just around the castle and you can't do anything with those yet. Well, with with debug mode, you can have all your spells right from the start of the game. Whee! So, now I'm exploring all of the quote-unquote secret areas. You can see how many, I didn't talk about this, last time I streamed this, I don't think. But, you can see how many, secrets there are in a specific location from the menu. So I'm just going through all of them from the night version of the map. Do-do-do. Okay.
I can't go that
Whee! Teleporting is fun. And the cool thing is, when you do that while on, like a challenge or something, the timer doesn't go down while you're doing that. And so you can use this to just jump between all of the different stars and then straight to the end of the level. Just to get just some insane scores. In fact, doing that is the only way to get the highest score in the game.
Gryffindor dormitory is just over here to the right, remember?
Well, that's another nice quirk. Come here, Bean. Bean. Thank you. Nope, Bean. So yeah, using that cheat, it lets you knock out a lot of the exploration right off the bat. Which is very cool. And I also learned an interesting tidbit about the cauldrons, and that's that if you approach them from a very specific angle, each one is different, but if you approach them from very specific angles, you can make potions without actually spending any of your supplies, and you'll just get an infinite amount of potions. So that's cool. But if you want, with debug mode, you could also just give yourself potions. Any amount that you want. nice laugh. So, yeah. There's more stuff that I can show off, but I'll do that later.
Finally, there's the portrait of the Pink Lady. Give her the password and let's go to bed.
I thought you'd have the password.
Why would I have the password?
Why would I have it? I've been with you since we got here.
You're right. I better know who would have it.
There you
That
are.
was a witch statue.
Right on time.
I heard the most incredible story about you two getting expelled over a flying car.
Oh, Marnie, please, we're tired. Could you just tell us what the password is?
Wattlebird.
It's good to see you again, Harry.
There you two are. Brilliant entrance. Got the
George just spawned.
Hear about the bean trading system we set up.
Did you see that? He wasn't there, and then he just suddenly popped into existence.
Have set up trading opportunities throughout Hogwarts. Some of us will occasionally have an item to trade. If you have enough beans, we'll trade with you.
Where are we supposed to get all these beans?
They're hidden all over the place. It's not hard to find them. You should have enough to start trading in no time. It'll be a pleasure doing business with you, I'm sure.
Once inside the common room, Harry was greeted by the cheers of his fellow Gryffindors. Harry and Ron became Gryffindor heroes due to their little accident with the one.
This is a map. This map you can access with cheats in the game, but it's not actually part of the overworld map or whatever.
Good morning, Harry.
It's time for our Defense Against the Dark Arts lesson with Professor Lockhart. I just love his books. He's such a brilliant writer.
Nah,
Defense Against the Dark Arts on the 3rd floor.
hard
Follow
disagree.
us.
If I wanted to, I could just give myself an infinite amount of beans. Or, if I... Another thing would be... Hang on a second. I had a whole list of commands at one point, but, I can't find it. Cyclone. I have to flip. Ugh, why do I have so much stuff? I don't even use all of this. Okay. Oh wait, I'm looking. I know why, because I'm looking in the wrong place. Okay. So, if I want to, I can set status item. I can just instantly give myself 100 points for no reason. And now I have 100 points. and I could do the same thing for beans. And now I just have 9,999 beans.
Welcome back for the new school year, Harry. I'm still gamekeeper here, thank goodness.
Hi, Hagrid.
There's some who think pigs are smelly. Imagine how that makes the pigs fail.
But that little cutscene here, you wouldn't get, you're not going to be able to get that unless you go out of your way to you're not going to be able to get that unless you go out of your way to go outside before your first lesson. So hello, pirate. Boy, do we have a treat for you. So okay, so once again, just like with nighttime, you can go into the skybox. And then look up and there's just a giant in the sky. Oh. You could have at least picked a more flattering pose, Harry.
You are trying my patience, Potter.
Oh, I'll show you patience. You want to run that by me again?
Go away.
You go away! Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, they're very dead. No, you didn't see anything. If anyone asks, you saw nothing. Oops. You saw nothing. I don't have a sword. I'm just a wizard. I have a wand. Okay. And like I said before, the day map is technically a different map from the night map. So even though I got this chest previously, I can get it again. So every secret that I got, nothing of value was lost. How about no? Everything... The only items worth buying are the ones that Fred and George sell. Once again, nothing of value was lost. Like Pirate said. They'll respawn. They'll respawn when the map gets reset, but that's just Anyway. So here's my thing about, like, even the next PC game and, like, the GameCube version of this game and whatnot. Yeah, the graphics are better, but, at the same time... The graphics may be objectively better, but this game, just from a fundamental standpoint, looks better. Just from because it's far more vibrant. you know, it's far more... It takes a better advantage of it makes better use of, like, its engine and whatnot. And so it's... I find that interesting. Hello, Gargoyle.
I can't get out that way.
Yes, I can. Hello, Ito. You've already missed out on a lot. I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Sim Electra, I've already explained the menu to you. Explain it in chat if you can. Okay, so I have the game operating at a higher resolution than it was initially intended for. And when you do that and push those different HD resolutions and whatnot, it messes up the field of view. So everything is super zoomed in. And so you need to input a different command in the game settings to fix the field of view so everything is normal while widescreen. However, that doesn't fix the menu, and the menu will be so zoomed in that you can't see a thing. So I actually had to download a different patch for that, and that makes it so that it's like this. It's 4:3, and the game is still visible behind it, obviously. But I would much rather have a menu that's partially uncovering, or that doesn't... I would rather have a menu where I can see everything and click everything than a menu that I can't see everything for, so... Come here, gnome. Alright. So... Alright, so... You guys... Wiki and Ito, you have not seen this yet. You can go into the skyboxes and whoop. So there's a gnome just right here, and I'm gonna wait for him to get back up, and then if I look out into the map, you could just see the gnome. It's better when you have a bigger gnome because then you don't have to go to the edge of the map. So that's a thing you can do. And here, it's about to get worse. Hello! This is a big hairy. You can see him if you're in the air and you're just jumping. Oh, and there's Hedwig. Oh, where'd she go? Where'd she go? There she is. Hi, Hedwig. So... So, yeah, that's fun. I couldn't normally be in the greenhouse by now, but, you know, I have debug on. So I can get past the walls. There's a cauldron for the Wiggenwell potion, which is kind of obsolete in debug mode because if you press F6, you can get instant full health. There's another gnome. Come here. Come here. You're not gonna eat those mushrooms? He's shaking his head no. Eat the mushrooms! There you go. Nom. Nom. Oh, that's a much bigger gnome, isn't it? Alright. Oh no, I broke the game. Oh no, never mind. He just didn't finish eating it. Okay. Oh, is he stuck in the wall? He's stuck in the wall. Alright. Finish your meal. Oh, and if you look up here, if you look up there, there is a hedge gargoyle. Let's see if I can... I'm gonna throw the bigger gnome... I'm gonna throw the bigger gnome into the skybox, and we'll see if, once we get out of there, if he's still visible. But yeah, there is a hedge gargoyle. I actually only found out about that recently. You'd have thought I would have looked up at some point. But nope. Okay. Alright, any sign of the gnome? Oh, jeez! Oh, that was terrifying. Just it just jumped into the air. Mere gnome. Gnome? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Hello. So yeah, that's a thing. I'm just gonna leave him there. I'm not even gonna bother. To get the music to reset, I have to I actually have to leave. And there we go. Now I'm going to go over to these once again. So yeah, demon gnomes. Those are a thing. I used to be able to glitch jump my way up there, and like I can do it with debug mode, but I used to have a lot of fun trying to get up here and then just running around out of bounds. Hello.
The garden's looking quite lovely this year.
Hey, does anyone want bacon? Is anybody hungry? Anybody want bacon? Because, Silence, piggies! Silence, piggy! Suddenly very quiet, isn't it? The piggies have been silenced. But, anything we destroyed or killed will respawn next time I enter the map, so that's good. You don't have to worry about that. Again, I showed this off in the night map, but there's the path leading to the Forbidden Forest. Oh, here's the pathway to the Quidditch pitch. We never actually get to see it, because once we move past the bars, we instantly get presented with that menu. But yeah! So that's a thing.
Hello, Harry.
Hello. You were so confused. Yeah, that, the giant gnome in the sky was terrifying. I definitely see why you were confused. I want to show you something. Note that you're definitely not going to see normally. This is a storage room where they keep just all of the NPCs. This is where all the NPCs are kept. What the? What in the world? I don't even know what just happened. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the map that plays in cutscenes that we never actually get to explore. Yeah, we never actually get to explore this map in the game, but yeah. I kind of broke the game there. Okay. Okay, let's see. So go back, okay. Not gonna do that again. But I explained this earlier, but with debug mode, you can instantly unlock every spell. So, despite not learning them. And I forget, what difficulty am I playing on right now? Menu. Okay, I'm playing on hard. But I'm definitely going to change that when when we get to the QuickTime events, because the QuickTime events on hard mode are so fast. They are so fast.
Defense against the dark arts.
And I cannot keep up with them. I cannot keep up with them on hard mode, so I'm gonna briefly
Hi, would you consider a trade?
I'm gonna briefly change that back to easy. Even the wizard, even the people that are trading cards, you actually shouldn't trade. You don't actually need to, because you can get every card in just playing throughout the game normally. So the buying cards is really only good for if you missed one in a specific level that you can't go back to, like the Forbidden Forest.
Hello, Harry.
Oh, hello, Nick.
Even after all these years, I still find new secrets in Hogwarts. Here's a special area that you can unlock only if you collect all 40 silver wizard cards. For every 10 silver wizard cards you collect, You'll get a key that will allow you to open one of the 4 locks on the door. See if you can find all 40 Silver Wizard cards hidden throughout Hogwarts and the grounds.
So how about that? Whee! Okay. Would you? Okay. The stream's viewer count seems to be very off. Okay. If I angled it just right... What he said was spongify. Oh, what's this?
No getting through this door just now.
Oh, yes, there
Here's
is.
Flitwick's Charms classroom.
I will not obey your rules, game. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Alright, so... This right here is a door that we never even got to see in the last playthrough.
I wonder why this door is locked. Oh well.
If you're wondering what's behind it... Nothing! Yeah! It's just a door to the abyss. It's just the abyss. Now this is a classroom that there was a planned lesson for this, but it never got made. But but you can still trigger a cutscene here. It is possible. It's a missable one, so... Okay, you do your thing, Ron. I'm gonna go over here. You not. Frog!
You remember where it is, don't you? I'd better get out of here. Filch might be lurking nearby.
Speaking of...
Well, I heard a crash, and what do I find? Mr. Harry Potter and a broken, irreplaceable antique vase.
Argus Filch, the caretaker, was
You have magic. Well, you don't. But magic is a thing here. And I can just
Honestly,
fix it.
It just fell. What was that?
Hey, what you talking about?
I heard a voice.
Hearing voices won't get you off. I'll mark this down against you. Now move along while I clean this up.
I must have been hearing things.
Alright.
Back to break more valuable school property. I should
Nah.
move along.
Hey guys, I'm jumping on DSG. Get it? What the? Okay. Whoa, physics. Uh-huh, is that right? Alright. Whee! And now I have my first key. Honestly, a lot of the most fun there is just exploring. There's just so much to do. And, you know, if you remember me complaining about how the previous game had kind of clunky controls, this game refines them, and they're a lot smoother. I don't have any problems with it whatsoever. And I got another health bar. Huzzah! Whee! Alright. You guys want me to take the gnome into the cutscene? 'Cause I could do that. I could do that if you wanted to see it. All right, I've got the gnome.
Welcome to Defense Against the Dark Arts. My fame makes an introduction unnecessary, but I'll delight you with one anyway. I am Gilderoy Lockhart, Order of Merlin, 3rd Class. Honorary member of the Dark Force Defense League.
There it is, squirming in the background.
Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award. Ah, I see you've all bought a complete set of my books. Well done. Today, we shall be learning the Rictus Semper spell.
There's a pause there, and if you could read the text, it said dueling, but he didn't say it.
Step down here, please.
Lucky.
And I think what that's about is
Clear your mind completely, Harry. Don't even think about me. And
I think
concentrate
because
on the
dueling
symbol in
isn't a
front of
thing yet,
you. See the wand?
they just
It's
cut
going
that
to
out.
move its way around the symbol. At the exact point when the wand passes over the arrows, hit the corresponding arrow key. This exercise has 3 parts. You must hit all of the arrows correctly in order to progress to the next round. Ready to try? Round 1, begin!
Hi, gnome.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced.
Never mind.
to the next
On with the
round.
lesson.
5 points to Gryffindor.
I already gave myself 100 points at the start, so.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next round. 10 points to Gryffindor. Round 3. Begin.
Alright, now that that's done, I'm gonna set it back to hard.
Fabulous work, Harry! Aren't you glad you've learned from the likes of me? You've now completed the exercise. 15 points to Gryffindor.
I learned all of the spells before my first class. You didn't teach me anything.
Who could? Now, how about a turn in the spell practice arena? Welcome, Harry Potter, to my famous Rictus Sempra challenge. To complete the challenge, you must find the completion star, which will be found at the top of this tower. Try to get to it as quickly as you can. If the challenge timer reaches 0 before you have the completion star, you lose the challenge. Along the way, you will find challenge stars. Collecting challenge stars will boost your timer and score. Try and find them all. Try to get the completion star with as many seconds remaining as possible.
There's something neat about the prototype builds of the game and the demo that didn't make it into the full version of the game. And if you casted Flipendo on these and tried to get beans from the statues...
little pests that like to shoot hot flame out of... well, at you. You can stun them by casting Rictus Sempra on them. Then you can use Flipendo to push them around.
At a higher resolution...
This indicates that a fire crab placed on or nearby the symbol will cause something to happen in the world, Harry. Try and use Flipendo to push the fire crab onto this plate.
Anyway, if you got beans from one of his statues, he would actually talk. And then something neat about the fire crab here is that when you're playing on a higher resolution, you can see more clearly the different gem effects. As you can see right there, it's kind of glowing and shimmering. Dude, you have serious intestine issues. Whee! But I'm going to play through the level normally first, but I'll show you what it's like to cheese it with debug mode after
That's
it.
a giant orange snail. Avoid touching them or their slime trails. The acid that they secrete will burn you. Harry, trust me, I know. Rictus Sempra will stun them, and then you can use Flipendo to push them around.
Again, the snails and the fire crabs look very different from how they do in Philosopher's Stone. But, I like these designs a lot more, but, you know, I still, I found the sound effects from the first game pretty interesting, though. Hello. I love the way they scream. just really funny to me. That's not what I did. Ah, well, there goes that card. Alright. I've gotten 12 so far, I think. You know, I talked about it when I was streaming the first game, but I really miss this aesthetic in games.
They will try to steal your
It's hiding back there.
Flipendo will push them onto their backs and cause them to drop anything they might have stolen. You can also pick up gnomes and throw them around. Throw them into a gnome hole to permanently get rid of them. That is a gnome hole. This is where gnomes come from.
Please don't say that's a gnome hole while it's twerking. Please do not. do not.
Cannot climb into them.
Can you not? Come here. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Okay. This is a big boy. That was a big one. I know. I miss. Let's see, cause like, my thing is, they don't make fantasy games like this anymore, and such. Like everything that's like fantasy oriented, aside from like Spyro Reignited and whatnot, is all hyper focused on like photorealism or just realistic proportions and such in general, and just like I miss this style of game where like it was very fantasy-esque, but it was still cartoony. I don't know, there's just something magical about it. Come here. Alright. Now, if you use the sword on them, they'll just die and they won't you won't get the bonuses from them, so. Alright, see you guys in a sec. But no, I've actually just gone on killing sprees with the sword, and I ended up, like, breaking some levels because of that. I ended up soft locking the game. So, that's a thing. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Beans. All right, let's do. Come on. There you go. Alright. You know, I could obey what the game wants me to do, but after that I'm just gonna I'm just gonna cheat there. I'm just gonna cheat. This game, in a nutshell, is just me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans. That's what this whole thing is. There you go. Come on! Get dead. There you go. Oh, you know, it's those good old bottomless pits that every school has. This is a safe learning institution. These are your tests. Fail and you die. Just like real life. I totally didn't think I made that one. Hi, Snail. I'm gonna name you Gary. I'm gonna name you Larry. Got 8 out of 10. Whee! Game's out here airdropping fire crabs onto me. I was just referencing SpongeBob. And there we go. Silver Wizard card. There's a lot of collectibles in these games. A lot. Okay. Not all of them, but still. It's fun to exploit that. Come here, tiny gnome. Bye-bye. And there you go. And end of the stage. Whoa, jeez. Oh, really? That went about as poorly as it could.
Well done, Mr. Potter. You have completed my Rictus Sempra challenge. The remaining time now becomes your personal high score.
Now, you guys want to see what happens when you abuse when you abuse debug mode? Here's how you get the best possible score on challenges.
Welcome back, Harry Potter, to my Rictus Sempra challenge. If you can manage to beat your high score,
Welcome back,
I will
Ito.
award you more house points.
Now you get to witness me abusing debug mode for the highest possible score. Whee! Whee! Oh, and now I get to show off more of just what the level looks like. Just in the background. So that's also neat. That's the wrong one. Do-do-do. Oh wait, missed one. No, oh yeah, I know where it is. It's this one. Boop. Okay. And bloop. There should be just one more. So yeah. Right. Right. There it is. And yeah. And I can just plop myself back here and I'll have the highest possible score. But I think it's worth just taking a brief look around the map just to see where everything looks like. So, yeah. Here's the pit into the abyss that I'm already traveling. So...
Congratulations, Harry Potter! You have mastered the Rictus Sempra Spell Challenge! 50 points to Gryffindor. You are welcome to continue playing this challenge, but you will be awarded no more house points.
50. You gave me 72. You gave me 72. That's not 50. Look how many points I have right now. I have 380. So, yeah, that's what happens when you abuse debug mode.
Harry, the weekly House Point ceremony is about to start. Follow me and I'll show you where it is.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who have trouble remembering names, I am Albus.
Look at how many points we have. And then look at everyone else.
House point ceremony of the school. The house with the most points.
This is great. This is beautiful.
Depends on how
I
many
love it.
points they have over the second placed house. Let's take a look at the scores. It appears that Gryffindor is in the lead. Harry, it looks like you get to visit.
Yeah, people meme about this all the
And
time,
remember, you only have
but
to
now
use
it's
time
legit.
to collect beans.
And since I have the cheat that gives me every spell at once, I can explore the bean room to its fullest. Right from the start. Whee! Isn't cheating fun? Isn't this great? Whee! Alright. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll come back to these later. There's a this is a spot you can't get to without debug mode. You just can't get to that unless you're cheating. So okay. Alright. But it's great getting to explore this to the fullest right from the start, because you just get so many beans. So many beans that I won't spend on anything ever aside from the Quidditch armor. I'm gonna buy like 2 things, and then I'll just never spend beans again. There you go. But where are the boys? Fred and George, come on. They're the ones behind it. They're the ones who set everything up. You're gonna be outside. I think I got them all. Yeah, got everything. Yeah, that's everything. Hi, Harry. So that's the bean room with cheats. Even Harry doesn't know what.
Harry, there you are. Glad I found you.
Hello, Wood.
Time for Quidditch practice, Harry. None of the other teams have started training yet, so we'll have a good head start.
But I haven't had lunch yet.
You can eat later. Follow me to the Quidditch pitch.
I'm actually really hungry. There are the boys. Here they are, pirate.
Hey, Harry, want to trade? We have the best values in Hogwarts.
What do you have?
I have Quidditch armor, just like the Chudley Cannons wear.
Press on the yes button to accept the trade or the no button to decline.
I'm sure you'll be happy with your purchase, Harry. Sorry, Harry. I haven't got anything to sell you at the moment.
Hey, Harry. Want to trade? We buy in bulk and pass the savings on to you.
What do you have?
I have a Nimbus 2001. The best model available to the general public.
Bloop. And I'll never buy anything again, ever.
Discerning shopper, Harry. Sorry, old friend. I'm out of stock right now. Come back later.
Alright.
Listen up, Harry. We're going to make sure we win the Quidditch Cup this year, and the way we're going to do that is practice, practice, practice.
Hey,
First, a quick recap of what we learned last year. Of course, you already know that the red ball is called the quaffle, and it's the job of the three chasers to get it past the enemy keeper and into one of the goalposts.
Actually, this wasn't explained in the previous game.
There are also two bludgers flying around, which you don't want to get hit by. But don't worry, each team has two beaters who try to keep them away from you. Last, and most importantly, it's your job as our Seeker to catch the Golden Snitch before the enemy Seeker does. Since you've been off all summer, let's start out easy. I'm going to throw up a snitch for you, and I want you to try to catch it. Sounds easy enough? Alright then. You can use your arrow keys to steer your broom left, right, up, and down.
It's more efficient just to use the mouse.
Quidditch armor will help soften blows during the match.
I already bought the Quidditch armor.
You're automatically closer than the snitch.
Yep.
That's it, Harry. Stay right on the snitch. You've almost got it.
There you go.
Now the rest of the Gryffindor team is here, let's play a mock game of Quidditch. Avoid the bludgers and the other Seeker. I'm going to have a Gryffindor stand in as an enemy Seeker. You'll need to make sure she's out of the way before you can catch the snitch. Don't worry, they'll take it easy on you.
Uh-huh.
Quidditch is a rough game, Harry, but don't worry.
Okay.
Being hit by a bludger, pushed by
Take that! Take that! Take that! Get kicked! Get kicked! I already bought the upgrades.
When you're close to another Use your action key to kick, shove it.
Boom.
Excellent work, everyone. You're back on form, Potter, which means we've got a great chance of winning the cup this year.
Aren't you finished yet, Harry?
Don't look now, but here comes the Slytherin team.
I don't believe it. I booked the pitch for today.
Hey, they've got new brooms and it looks like, yes they are! They're Nimbus 2001s!
Yeah, I know. Apparently Lucius Malfoy made a very generous donation.
Like our new brooms, Weasley.
What are you doing here, Malfoy?
I'm the Slytherin Seeker now. Didn't you know? Perhaps someday Gryffindor will be able to afford new brooms.
Well, at least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mudbloods.
You pay for that one, Malfoy.
Well, at least I could afford it, Weasley. Unlike you.
Well.
Leave it, Ron. He's not worth the trouble.
Well then.
Mudblood. The nasty name some wizards...
Yeah, this is the map that I glitched into earlier.
And speaking of mud...
I don't know how that happened.
Spreading a soggy chill over the grounds and into the castle. A different kind of chill would soon set in as well.
I really don't know how that happened.
It's time for potions class with Professor Snape. We don't want to be late. You know what he's like. It's down in the dungeons. Follow me.
You go your way. I'm gonna go my way. Through the power of cheats.
This is the House Point Ceremony Chamber.
Whee! Boing. No. I said boing. I said boing. There you go. See you, Electra. Whee! Alright, this is just the crunch. There was a crunch. This is just the start of the fun that can be had with debug mode, though. There's gonna be much more stuff in the future. Probably going to end it after the potions lesson. I'm getting pretty hungry and if you've enjoyed this, definitely catch the beginning if you missed it, because there was a lot of other ridiculous stuff, and there's going to be more to come in the future. It's going to get very wild. Walk faster.
Now pay attention. Today, you will attempt to learn the art of mixing one of the most useful potions ever concocted. Potter, you have just volunteered to show the rest of the class how this is done. Get up here immediately.
Okay, Mr. Bossy.
A Wiggenweld potion will restore some of your lost stamina. Even a single bottle is capable of healing the most grievous wounds. In this chest are the 2 ingredients.
They're also on the desk.
Flubberworm mucus and Wiggentree bark. Take them out.
Like, take them out of the chest or kill them? Hacks!
Where are you going, boy? Get back over here and complete your lesson.
Well.
Now, walk up to the cauldron. Try not to touch the potion. I don't want it contaminated.
Oh, did I hit it at just the right spot? I broke the game. It broke. It broke. It broke. Well, on that note, I think that's the perfect spot to end the stream. But don't worry, that'll be fixed when I load it up next time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It's definitely been a fun one. There were no raging stealth mechanics this time. Yay! Alright. Take care, guys.